All right, everyone, welcome back to Talking Soccer. It's a new year. It's a same old me, just without Wi-Fi. But I was going to take a break until tomorrow so my Wi-Fi was fixed. But, folks, we just can't have a normal day inside the U.S. men's national team fan base. First off, let's just get this out of the way. Trigger warning if you are a survivor of domestic violence, if you just know that we're talking about an incident of domestic violence in this video. So just prepare yourself. Also, don't blackmail your national team coaches, please. I feel like that shouldn't have to be said, but the events that we're about to be talking about make it necessary. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have Wi-Fi, so I'm not going to be able to have a read-along here as I'm going to be uploading this directly from my phone. But let's read out. Gregg Berhalter today came out with a statement. And, as a U.S. national team follower, you're probably waiting to hear about the coaching situation. But we do learn a little bit about that in this statement. As of December 31st, Gregg Berhalter and his staff were officially out of contract. So Gregg Berhalter is not the U.S. men's national team coach right now. The U.S. men's national team does not have a coach. And U.S. Soccer say a little bit about that in their statement regarding this, but let's get into it. So Gregg Berhalter put this out there today, just without any caption, just this 2-page document. So let's read it for a moment. So while we obviously would have wanted to advance further in the World Cup, I am very proud of and grateful for all of our players, our staff, everyone at U.S. Soccer, and all the U.S. national team fans worldwide who supported us. Our performance relied on hard work and extraordinary energy and commitment from those on and off the pitch during the years of preparation. So let's going into a little bit of a retrospective on what the past 4 years have meant to them. So here's where it kind of gets into the incident. During the World Cup, an individual contacted U.S. Soccer saying that they had information about me that would take me down, an apparent effort to leverage something very personal from long ago to bring about the end of my relationship with U.S. Soccer. This is a difficult step to take, but my wife, Rosalind, and I want to clearly and directly share the truth. This is a story that belongs to us, but hopefully there are lessons from our relationship that can be valuable to others. In the fall of 1991, I met my soulmate. I had just turned 18 and was a freshman in college. I met Rosalind for the first time. There was a familiar feeling when we spoke. Rosalind was and is an amazing person, determined, empathetic, fun to be around, and we connected immediately. It felt like we had known each other for years. We had been dating for 4 months when an incident happened between us that would shape our future of our relationship. One night, while out drinking at a local bar, Rosalind and I had a heated argument that continued outside. It became physical, and I kicked her legs. There are zero excuses for my actions that night. It was a shameful moment, one that I regret to this day. At this time, I immediately apologized to Rosalind, but understandably, she wanted nothing to do with me. I told my parents, family, and friends what happened because I wanted to take full responsibility for my behavior. Rosalind also informed her parents, family, and friends. While the authorities were never involved in this matter, I voluntarily sought out counseling to help learn, grow, and improve. One of the most valuable decisions I ever made. To this day, that type of behavior has never been repeated. I feared that I lost my soulmate. And then out of the blue, 7 months later, I received a call from Rosalind asking if we could speak in person. We met and discussed how we had grown and decided to rebuild our relationship. Rosalind shared that her family supported this decision, and by working through what had happened, we both realized that our love, trust, and respect for each other was stronger than the incident that occurred months earlier. Since then, Rosalind and I have lived together in 5 different countries, 3 different states, and have met and remained friends with many wonderful people from around the world. All of these people have witnessed the strong relationship we have and the loving family we have built together. The lessons learned from that night over 3 decades ago became the foundation for a loving, devoted, and supportive friend relationship, which we are honored and celebrate with our 25th wedding anniversary this past weekend. I am sharing this story after 31 years because it's important to understand it was an event that shaped me but doesn't define me. It was a single, isolated event over 3 decades ago and a terrible decision made in a bad moment by an 18-year-old. Rosalind and I have been on an amazing journey together. We have raised 4 wonderful children who are aware of what happened. We are very proud of our marriage, our relationship, the family we have built, and the people we have become. As a team, we emphasize accountability, honesty, and growth. Those aren't just principles we instill within the team. It's how I live my life. The foundation of any good team is using the past as an opportunity to learn and get better. People can make mistakes and learn from them. People can also be forgiven for their mistakes. Thankfully, Rosalind forgave me. The intention of this statement is to provide transparency and to reinforce that a single bad decision made by a teenager does not necessarily define him for the rest of his life. We will not hide from this. We didn't then and we won't now. This is our story. We have fully cooperated with the U.S. Soccer investigation into this matter, and we prefer not to speak about something so personal from so long ago in such a public forum. We're embracing this opportunity to share what shaped us and how much we have grown and learned over the past 31 years. Thank you, Rosalind and Gregg Berhalter. That's kind of an incredible statement, but a couple things come out of it. So obviously, Gregg Berhalter, if for all of the slights that we may have on Gregg Berhalter as a coach, I've long said this on the channel. Gregg Berhalter, the person, seems like a fantastic human, someone who clearly has a personal relationship with his players, and someone who, as you see from that story, has made mistakes in the past, but knows that you have to hold yourself accountable, seek change, and be that positive change. You can't just move on from it and hope that everyone else moves on from you too. What that tells us is that there was a effort to blackmail Gregg Berhalter by digging up the story. I don't know if this was someone who knew about it from Berhalter circles. He'd obviously told people about this in the past, so it wasn't like a secret. They said that there weren't any authorities involved, so I assume that there's no database that you could go dive through. But if it comes out, I would happy to be wrong, I guess. Maybe not happy, because if you dig through 30 years of a criminal police filings for something as innocuous, and I guess, okay. So domestic violence in any shape and form is not okay. But it's clear that authorities weren't involved, that the families moved on, and eventually they reconciled. So I guess the other thing to say is that U.S. Soccer investigated this incident and found what we found. They are also investigating that on December 11th, a coordinated attack, not just against Gregg, but against other members of his staff to leverage this blackmail into Gregg Berhalter not being able to coach the U.S. national team anymore. And I get that you don't like a national team coach, but there's wires that get crossed when you're now getting to the point where you're going to blackmail this guy to not have him be the coach of your national team that you watch every now and then. I am way too invested in U.S. Soccer. I understand that. But there's a line between being a super fan and being someone who needs therapy. So obviously, stop. I know that this person probably doesn't watch my videos, but it's, I guess, good that U.S. Soccer is going into this as an investigation and looking into what happened. The fact that our U.S. national team coaches could be targeted like this is very disconcerting and terrifying in a way. If you're the person wanting to step into that job. I mean, obviously, national team fan bases everywhere are toxic. U.S. fan base not excluded in that. But this just takes it above to the fact that you're actually able to infiltrate their personal circle in a way where you could blackmail them with this information. That's just wild. I just want one normal day in the U.S. men's national team fan base. Is that too much to ask? So, what we did learn outside of this incident with Gregg and Rosalind Berhalter, outside of the blackmail attempt, we learned that Berhalter and his staff are out of contract. We learned that U.S. Soccer is still on the search for who is going to be in charge of that January camp. Folks, we are 3 weeks away from friendly soccer against the Serbian team. It's a bit concerning that we still don't know who the at least caretaker manager will be. I understand that you want to take your time with the actual coach because this is probably going to be the person that takes us through the rest of the cycle. You don't want to rush that. But I feel like there should probably be someone in charge to at least make those call-ups and get people in line with training. It's wild to me that it starts relatively soon and we don't And maybe U.S. Soccer probably shouldn't have planned a friendly in January, but it's not the most important thing in the world. But it just paints that picture of U.S. Soccer not being completely intentional with their actions and everything they do. So I guess that's where we'll end it today. It's a bit of a confusing story. Obviously, if you are a victim of domestic abuse, you're not in this alone. Don't feel like this is me saying that Gregg Berhalter shouldn't be held accountable, because clearly he was held accountable by his family, by his relationships. And in a case like that where you can't necessarily get police involved, it's important to have that accountability. It's also worth mentioning that a lot of domestic violence cases are not one-time off occurrences. And if it came out that other things have happened, it is worth looking deeper into Gregg Berhalter. But that doesn't appear to be the case. Gregg appears to be holding himself accountable. His wife has held him accountable. And I think that's where the story should end. I wish Gregg Berhalter all the best in his future endeavor. It doesn't sound like he's coming back to U.S. Soccer as much as this was a joint announcement. It didn't seem like there was a Gregg's going to be back soon kind of air to it. So we'll see where he goes. I think Gregg has grown as a coach, and I look forward to seeing him in his club endeavors next. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching today. And give me a thumbs up if you, I don't want to say like this video, if you came across this video. Subscribe if you want more U.S. national team content that's not about blackmail. All right, and we will talk very, very soon, everyone. Have a great day.